And we're back live at the 2012 ISWA Freestyle State Championships with Nick Bova and Chandler Carroll contesting the junior 138. And Chandler Carroll with a quick shot pushing Nick Bova out, earning a point. So Chandler Carroll from the Yorktown Wrestling Club, coached by Troy Delaney, takes an early 1-0 lead over the Nick Bova in the blue from Perry Meridia, being coached by Jim Tonte and Matt Shuttle. Bova was your 2012 high school 7th place finisher. He was the 2011 Triple Crown winner. And Chandler Carroll with a nice high crotch, but Bova with the counter whizzer. And now we're in a predicament here. And no call as the clock winds to 52 and both wrestlers are brought back to center. Chandler Carroll up 1-0. Chandler Carroll again in on that high crotch. Gets the takedown and back points at the same time. So that's a 3-0 score right there. That's a 3-point score, making the score 4-0 with 30 seconds left in the first period. Chandler Carroll, your IHSAA 3rd place finisher. In 2011 and 2012, Indiana High School State Association 5th place finisher, ISWA champion 20 times, is ahead over Nick Bova from Perry Meridian 4-0 with the clock stoppage for what appears to be blood time. As Chandler has a nosebleed of sorts. So in this pause, the mat's going to get cleaned up here as there was blood on the mat. Nick Bova staying in the center of the mat. No instructions being given by the Perry Meridian coaches, as Nick Bova absolutely knows what to do in this situation. So as Chandler Carroll comes back with his nose plug in, clock is at 21 seconds left in the first period here. Wrestling resumes. Nick Bova with heavy hands. And on the forward attack against Chandler Carroll, 8 seconds left, trying to push Carroll out to at least earn a point. And time expires. Chandler Carroll wins the first period in this junior 138 bout for the state championship. Bova refuses the water. Chandler being brought back to the center. Both wrestlers are ready to go in this second period. Nick Bova has to go here. He has to win this period to continue to the third period. He might want to go for the quick pin here, but Chandler Carroll reaches in with a nice high crotch. Nick Bova with the counter whizzer, and it is strong. And Chandler loses his headgear. And now action is stopped as Chandler comes back over to readdress the blood time. We're at 4 minutes on the clock for injury time. So if that clock winds down and the wrestler cannot continue, it'd be a forfeit. Nick Bova would definitely win. But we want to see this match go all the way here. So as the mat is once again cleaned up, and the blood white from Chandler Carroll. Troy Delaney calls for a stoppage of the injury time as Chandler Carroll puts his headgear back on to come back to center mat. Matt still be attending to wiping up the blood from Carroll. And now looks to be complete. Although the injury time was stopped, Chandler was still attending to his nose. Now returns to the center of the mat. Action resumes here at the ISWA Freestyle State Championship. With 1:27 left on the clock in the second period, there's no score. And Chandler Carroll shoots in, rotates out on top into a front headlock. And now we're back into a completely neutral situation. Nice shot and counter. So Nick Bova has a minute to go. And now forces an underhook, overhook situation. Wrestlers trying to throw each other out of bounds. Nick Bova with his back to the out of bounds, and what looks like to be 1 point scored by Nick Bova by Chandler touching out of bounds first. Both coaches immediately go to the head table. So now the referee calls for the judge to come over to consult with the mat chair, with Jim Tante still at the head table. Troy Delaney attending to the bloody nose of Chandler Carroll. 39 seconds show left on the clock here. Jim Tante has walked away from the head table to talk to his wrestler and assistant coach Matt Shutley. And now heads back over to the head table. As discussion continues between the three, the referee, the judge, and the mat chair, as to what the scoring should be. As referee called for one, but no agreement and consensus was agreed upon. And now the clock shows that, yes, indeed, Nick Bova did get the 1 point. A much-needed point for Bova. So 39 seconds left to go. Chandler Carroll won the first period, and now action resumes. And Chandler Carroll in on a quick single, looking to finish here. Coming out the back door, reestablishes, and what's going to happen here is there's a continuation out. Nick Bova exposed his back for a 3 point. Now it's 3-1 with Bova down. 25 seconds left to go here. Bova's got to go. Bova's got to go. Chandler's got to stay in bounds here. Bova almost had him out. And again, we're in the Wizard situation, and Chandler establishes an out-of-bounds rule and scores another point, making it 4-1 as Bova touched out of bounds first. 14 seconds left. As Bova, the Perry Meridian wrestler, and Chandler Carroll from Yorktown, two great high school wrestlers, battle it out. And time expires. Chandler Carroll, the 2012 ISWA Freestyle State Champion, at 138.